Hello everyone, very good evening. This is Amrita Shivani for today's live. We are here to celebrate Engineers Day. On this remarkable day, the theme of the year is Engineering for a Suitable and Sustainable Future. And today we are going to depict the vital roles engineers play in our daily life, and they are helping and how they are helping in developing a sustainable planet for us. So on this day, we are not just acknowledging engineers, but we are acknowledging their creativity, their dedication, and ingenuity. So let's grab your coffee, sit back, and be prepared for a brighter future, which is going to be get developed by our engineers. And therefore, I would like to wish a heartiest Engineers Day, a happy Engineers Day to each and everyone watching us today. So let's welcome the CEO and CTO of Geeks for Geeks itself, Mr. Sandeep Jain and Mr. Shikhar Goyal, for tonight to have this discussion and to celebrate this charming day. So welcome Sandeep sir, welcome Shikhar sir. I hope you guys are doing well and you had a productive day, productive Engineers Day.
Hi Amrita, hi everyone. Happy Engineers Day. Super excited to talk to you all and happy Engineers Day everyone.
Happy Engineers Day, everyone. Actually, I'm very glad to be here in the front of everyone to actually be in this live session for the engineers. So this is kind of a great feeling to be here.
Great, great. So, sir, let's just warm up ourselves and be ready. Just make ourselves ready enough. So, I'll just start with my first question coming to you, Sandeep sir. So, it is when did you decided to become an engineer, and was there any specific problem or opportunity that motivated you to start Geeks for Geeks?
So for me, it was by accident. Most of us were going for engineering in my school, especially the topper. So I went following him, and that's how things are in India. If you do 12th from science side, you're more likely to be going to be an engineer. So I decided to be an engineer, started IIT preparation, and then one of my relatives who was PhD, I asked him that which branch I should choose, and he told me that choose computer science, you will get good salary. So that's how I decided computer science. But I feel very fortunate that I decided upon computer science. It was a very right suggestion, and I've been enjoying programming completely. And talking about Geeks for Geeks, see, when I was doing, I did BTech first, and then I did MTech. And in those 6 years of engineering, I saw a lot of gap. See, I studied a lot of subjects in BTech, and I did not know after BTech what are the things that companies are going to expect, what is the industry demand, and I was totally focused on academics. And when I did MTech, there was like IIT Roorkee, I did MTech from, so there was huge placement numbers in that campus. But even before placements, I did not know what is expected from the companies. When my seniors started getting placed, that was the time that I started asking them what are the expectations from the companies. And that is when I realized that most of us, when we are studying in engineering or when we are doing engineering, we don't know what is expected from the company, and there's no place where we can see what questions are asked in the interviews, what are their solutions, and how do you write code, how do you write readable code with comments and all professional code. So that's how GeeksforGeeks started, and I started as a part-time activity, and then I started doing it full-time in 2015, and then Shikhar joined, and we have been doing it together for last 8 years, and it has been wonderful journey, and I feel more excited today. I think I'm doing this first live session with Shikhar today. I share all my problems with him on daily basis, daily trouble him that ये problem चल रहा है, इसका क्या solution है, अब क्या करना है, and he always helps me in solving my problems. He's a go-to person for me, and that adds more to the excitement. In this session that I'm doing this, I think first time session with Shikhar.
So, Shikhar sir, would you like to add something to this part? Like, sir is very glad, and and he's expressing his heartfelt emotions that you have been his sweet charmer all the time in past so many years, right? So, sir, would you like to add anything to it?
Sir is actually very humble, in fact. So he's been the one who's been driving the show at Geeks Week. We are just all just following him, whatever he suggests, whatever the vision is. So it's generally about that only, where we collaborate together, the team. In fact, they come up together with solutions and ideas when we discuss. And this is how we do at GeeksforGeeks. And I mean, the most of it is because Sir has been the guiding force towards it. So that's how it is. And in fact, my engineering journey is also quite similar to what Sir said. Like we follow what others are doing. And so in my case, that was my brother. He was doing engineering, so I thought I'll also do it. And that's how got into engineering.
Okay. So, any recommendations you have, sir, in regards of subjects and anything which you want students to learn through, and you want to give some extra tip to the students on this day. Once in a year, you are there. You both are there, two maestros over the screen. So, what one tip you would be giving?
See, I have seen this placement. Most of us do engineering for getting a good job. That's the target. Most of us, at least initially, that was my target. Also, the entrepreneurship, teaching, and those things came later. So, if you talk about interview preparation or the placement or getting a job, one thing that I've seen, which has been constant from 2007, I did MTech in 2007 and appeared in a lot of companies there. From 2007 to 2023, one thing that has been constant is all the companies, they focus on problem solving skills, and that has become kind of standard. And the reason is HRs and companies, they don't have a better tool selecting engineers other than just doing an online coding round, giving some coding problems and giving some computer science fundamental MCQs, and then shortlisting, because they can't face to face interview thousands of the candidates. So for the interview preparation, for the placement preparation, problem solving or DSA, data structure and algorithm, which is required for problem solving, has become kind of standard. And apart from this, there has been no rule. If you ask, many of these students ask me that, give me some tricks, fundas, so that I can crack interview. See, every company is different, every interviewer is different, and your day might also be different, and they might ask you anything, and the person might also, the company might also ask same different technologies, different things at different times. So don't expect anything like when you are doing sitting in your placement. Those who are working professionals, they might be aware of it, but those who are students, if you're sitting in placement and if you feel like that IIT जी की तरह से या यूपीएससी की तरह से कुछ last minute notes होंगे, या फिर कुछ there would be something like that I can use and just crack the interview, there's nothing like this. The only thing that I would like to add is there is no pattern apart from the first online round, and there they ask DSA. And about DSA, guys, we have a sale today, Engineers Day sale, and I have prepared this DSA self-paced code myself with a lot of effort. I've been working on this course for many years, and I think DSA self-paced course is one that I would like to recommend you guys for DSA preparation, which I've been working upon for a long time. And I have appeared in the gate exams also myself. I have prepared for when I was preparing and getting admission into IIT Roorkee. During that time, I did a lot of hard work, so I know I have an idea like how do we prepare for gate. So that's why I would recommend that you mainly can choose one of those gate exams and take the advantage of gate courses. We have two gate courses. One is for computer science and one is for data science. So you can probably choose those courses also for higher studies. So these are all recommendations from my side, and I am basically a teacher, not an engineer. I think Shikhar can add more and better to it. So I think over to you, Shikhar.
I guess DSA is something that is obviously the first round of every tech interview is the DSA problem solving skills. So I believe being a student from Sandeep sir, I know that for a fact that the DSA self-paced course is the best course out there. And I'm not just saying it because it is from GeeksforGeeks, but it is something which is, I mean, if you look at it from every aspect of things, it's the best course that is there for anyone. It covers all the concepts of DSA in the very precise and easy to follow manner. And of course there is computer fundamentals that is needed, so the gate preparation kind of also helps you in that, wherein there are basic topics which are there from operating systems, computer networks. All those topics are covered in the gate preparation. They also help you in interviews. So I guess these are the things that sir suggested. It's very important to you, for you to follow.
Truly said. Actually, most of the time when we do converse about Sandeep sir, now we always say that it is Sandeep sir who, he has this zeal to teach. So GFG is made, Geeks for Geeks is made to teach, to guide through, rather than getting into commercial stuff and everything. The core of the GFG is to guide the students. That is the basic concept of having this platform. So easily accessible, with so much of content and so much of knowledge and so much of details to be provided on. So my next question comes to Shikhar sir, to you, and I would like to answer, I would want you to answer that. What is the balance, between technical skills and leadership qualities required for a successful CTO? Like for what you do, what is the qualifications to become you?
So I would say technology, I personally feel, is just a medium to actually solve a problem. You can solve any problem using any technology. So I would feel that, I mean, if it's generally between understanding of business, what the business needs, what are the requirement, what is it that the users need, and essentially how you can plan that out, wherein you need some sort of analytical skills, as in how we will design this project or probably a solution, right? And how much we
Right.
can phase it out in different phases. So that's how we actually plan it. So essentially, planning is needed. There is a need of understanding of business. There's, of course, technical skills are needed. So these are the things that generally you need to focus on.
So, thank you for acknowledging this very important questions, because you are called one as one of the youngest CTOs among in India, and especially in northern areas. You are one of the most charming, most docile CTO. So, thank you for acknowledging both the questions, Sandeep sir and Shikhar sir. So, without further ado, I would like to add the special guest of the day. So we have Abhinav Avasthi, we have Soumya Avasthi, and we have Riti Kumari with us today. So I would like to welcome all three of you on this platform. And Soumya is a software engineer from Kaigen, whereas Abhinav is software engineer from LinkedIn, and Riti is a software engineer at Walmart. So my question is let's begin, rather asking anything, let's begin with a small discussion. So Abhinav, Soumya and Riti, the platform is open and you can ask anything what you want to ask from Mr. Sandeep Jain itself and Mr. Shikhar Goyal. So over to you.
Yeah,
Anyone?
thanks,
Abhinav,
Amrita.
let's start with you.
Yeah, thanks, Amrita, and happy Engineers Day to all of you. Nice to see you again, Sandeep sir. And I think it's my first conversation with Shikhar sir. And all the viewers, happy Engineers Day. Thanks for inviting me. Yeah, obviously, when we start our colleges, we don't know like what's the difference between a college student and an engineer, right? When we what we learn in college, the problem solving, and when we implement in the industry, then we feel okay. Yeah, now we became engineers. So yeah, it really inspires us. And obviously, if we talk about Geeks for Geeks, obviously we are working like on that side where the like just Sandeep sir told about his journey, how he started and how the journey comes, right? So it's really inspires me, and I think everyone who is watching this, every time when I hear to Sandeep sir, Sikar sir, it really got inspired. How it just like okay, sir also started just like I started from my college, and now he's at a place. So like we can also do that. So yeah, it's really inspiring for me always. So yeah. Uh,
Soumya.
Yeah, first of all, thank you so much. I'm feeling honored to be today here on this platform. I mean, I have referred the platform Geeks for Geeks for the preparation, and even today also I go through the blogs for going preparing for some technical stuff or something. So meeting today, even I would say virtually, to the Sandeep sir and Shikhar Goyal sir, it's a pleasure for me. So thanks for this opportunity, first of all. So my question for Sandeep sir is that, like, before you were working in a renowned company, right, with a good package over there. So what motivated you to leave that job and then starting something of your own and going with this teaching profession?
See, I feel like I'm one of those fortunate person who knew that what I want to do in my life. I was very clear that I want to be a teacher, and I chose that software engineering job because the salary was very high. And when you come from a family, average earning family, and then you see a job which is offering you so much salary, and everybody is going for it. So I, for a moment, I forgot about my teaching passion and applied to every company in IIT Roorkee. And then when I joined that company, the software company where I worked, then first 6 months were really good. I was totally enjoying. There were a lot of parties, and I was not involved in too much work. And after 6 months, I started realizing that I'm not at the right place. So I again started applying to the teaching jobs. And in 2009 or 10, the teaching jobs were not paying that much. These days, you have too many education at tech companies who pay really good to the teachers. So most of the colleges were paying half salary, one third salary. So I thought, how do I go for teaching? So I thought I can do blogging through which I can teach people. And so I started as a blog on weekends, started getting traffic. And then I thought, now the blog has become popular. I should leave my the software job and the software job and should go for a teaching job so that I can compensate the difference. So that's how I left the as a software job and I joined as a teacher in engineering college. But when I left, I wasn't making money from Geeks for Geeks. Even after a long time of joining the teaching job, it wasn't making any money. So it was just a sheer instinct decision that I should leave the job. It is enough now and should join a job. And I feel like it was the best decision I ever took in my life. And I wasn't aware that the salary impact and how the people around me will treat me. I mean, there were a lot of problems when I left this software job, and people around me, they felt like he's done something foolish. Nobody goes for a lower salary, and that only decision worked best in my life because I just went for it without thinking too much, without discussing a lot with people around me.
Got it. Got it. Thank you so much, sir, for answering
So,
my question.
welcome Vasu. Vasu is a software engineer from Upstocks. So, Vasu, you are next. Would you like to, ask anything from Mr. Sandeep Jain and Mr. Shikhar Goyal?
Okay, so first of all, Sandeep sir, it's my first interaction with you. I'm really glad that Geeks for Geeks has considered me this much so that they have invited me with you. And second thing is, like, I have watched your videos, DSA self placement, and now I'm with you. So it's really a great honor for me. So I'm really glad on this Engineers Day I'm with you. So my question to you is that, like, can you please tell me, like, how you are considering Geeks for Geeks? Like, it was basically a teaching company, and now it is like a product based company, you can say, like, which is basically producing its own products. So what do you think it's the future of Geeks for Geeks? And my second question is, like, for a personality like you, like, who has developed so many products and who have, like, taught a lot of students, and now he's running his own company which is doing very great in Indian as well as in international student market. So what's your day look like? So I just want to know your dincharya.
Thanks, Vasu. So first of all, I have been seeing your videos on GeeksforGeeks YouTube channel, and they're wonderful. And so answering to your question, I see at different stages of entrepreneurship, you follow different schedule. When I was your age or Shikhar's age, I was, there was no time. I used to go to office at 11 o'clock, sometimes 10 o'clock, sometimes 12 o'clock. But these days, I've started following a disciplined routine. I, come to office between 8 to 8:30, wake up around 6 to 7, and then check all my emails, do some exercise, and then come to office between 8 to 8:30. And after coming to office, I prepare for all the day meetings, that what all I have to do for today. And I also set up a studio in my cabin. So whenever I get time between the meetings, I record course videos. So 8:30 I come. By 8:30 I come, and then I prepare for all the day meetings, and by 9:30 I start having meetings. So I do a lot of meetings with a lot of people in the company. Those who directly report to me, I do a daily meeting with them. When their reportees, I do a weekly meeting with them, and then monthly meetings with some people. So a lot of meetings happen, and between those meetings, I do video recording. And I reach home by 8 o'clock. I leave 7:30 around, right, and leave 8 o'clock, and then I live with my parents, and I spend very good, the best 1 hour with my parents, and I do dinner with them, parents and my wife and my kids totally enjoy it. And then by 9 o'clock again start checking my emails and go to bed by 11 o'clock. And I do watch some random podcasts. I mean, those podcasts really help, what is happening and how other entrepreneurs are doing, what challenges they're facing, and those podcasts I regularly watch.
And so one more thing, like how you see Geeks for Geeks as a product, like what is the future? More, you are expanding it or what?
See, I believe if you are a tech company, you can't predict what is going to happen in 2 years or 3 years, because tech changes very very fast, and that's how we work. We don't plan like this is what we'll do after 6 months. Those that is something we'll build. So we do a lot of interaction with the students that happens through courses. Me and Shigar visit a lot of campuses. Our team also does a lot of campus collaborations, and we do talk to a lot of software engineers as well. And whenever they tell us about any problem that this is a feature you can add, or this is a problem that we are facing these days, so we try building that feature. There's no like business plan, there's no investor in the company, so we don't have any plan like this is a sheet that we have proposed to an investor, then I need to reach those numbers in terms of revenue or in terms of traffic, and then my team has to follow their target. So it's not like that. We just listen to the engineers problems and try to solve them, the software developers problem, students problem. And that's how we have been working. We keep on adding features to the product accordingly.
Thank you, sir.
So the mic goes last to the Riti itself. Riti, do you have anything to ask from Mr. Shikhar Goel and to Mr. Sandeep Jain?
Yes, so for me also, this is like the very first interaction with Sandeep sir and Shekhar sir. And trust me, Sandeep sir, like we have all watched the GFG vlogs. Like it was the lifesaver for the semester exams because like that is only 2 days studies we do with the semester exams, and we just used to go through all the vlogs. And like it was very overwhelming. And right now also I'm very overwhelmed to have you like side by side in a live stream. So like just a question from my side is ki being a teacher, like my father is also a teacher. So some people like your teaching style, some people don't. So the people who don't, they try to compare you with other people and they tend to criticize you. So like how does you take the criticism?
So it happens in every job that you do. I think whether it is teaching or entrepreneurship, even when we build GFG as a product, there if thousands of people appreciating, you will always find one or two people who are saying that this feature is not working, this product is not worth. Or I mean, so you need to look at the overall numbers, whatever job you are in. If you're teaching say 100 students and there are 80% or above 80% students who are saying that you're doing good, I learn from whatever you teach and I understand it. And if there are 10% who are saying you teach okay and 10% saying I'm not getting what you're teaching, you should be fine. I mean, that's how as long as the overall numbers are good, you should be good whatever you're doing.
Okay.
Rightly said, sir. Thank you so much, Vasu, Abhinav, Soumya, and Riti for asking your questions with sir today. So this was very informative, and both Riti and Vasu, they asked very genuine and very prompt questions. You wanted to know nothing but how sir deal with him, with his own self, and with GFG itself. So without waiting more, let's start with our today's fun activity, and I would be bouncing some rapid fire questions to each one of you, and let's see who answers it first. Okay, so I hope you guys are prepared. Little bit of physics, little bit of computers, little bit of general knowledge would be going on. I would be firing some questions in regards of the day, in respect of the day. So let's begin. So the first question is, describe Ohm's law in one sentence. And you have very less time. Anyone?
Is
Resistance
equal
is
to
inversely proportional.
Abhinav, are you saying something?
V to IR.
Okay.
I'm saying
I think
resistance
current
inverse.
Hello.
proportional to length.
Shikhar sir is going in the right direction, so
Hello.
Yeah,
you
the
can.
current flowing through any resistor is directly proportional to the voltage.
Yes,
V is
yes,
equal to I, yes. Not audible.
yes. So the next question is, which data structure use LIFO? Answer, 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 answer fast. Answer fast.
Stack.
This should be
Stack.
stack. So Shikhar sir, you have nailed with with two answers.
Yeah,
The
that
next
was
question
Abhinav
is,
actually.
okay, Abhinav.
Yeah, I
So
answered first.
okay, one each, one each. Let's go one each. So what does HP stands for? HP?
Helvet,
Hewlett Packard.
Helvet.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Hewlett Packard.
Yes,
Helvet
yes. So
Packard.
Riti, Abhinav, Vasu, and then Shikhar sir, they all got it right. No, you didn't answer that?
No, no.
But you murmured, I suppose. You murmured it.
Yeah, yeah. No.
Yes, you murmured it. So the next question is, who is the father of modern computer science?
I know the
Uh-huh.
father of
Charles
computer
Bob.
was Charles Babbage. Babbage.
Modern science, starting with A. Starting with A.
Albert Einstein.
No, no,
Alan Turing, I believe.
Alan
Alan
something, I
Turing.
suppose. Yeah,
Alan Turing. Turing
yeah.
machine. I don't know.
Oh,
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah.
So the next question goes, Silicon Valley of India.
Bangalore.
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 Everyone knows this answer. Everyone knows this answer. So the next question, I hope everyone would be, speaking it again, right, and together. Full form of URL.
Locator.
Uniform
Unified
resource
Resource.
locator.
Okay, okay. And what is GUI?
Graphical user
Graphical
Graphic
interface.
user interface.
Have some energy. Have some energy.
Graphical user interface.
Graphical user interface.
Okay, okay. So the next question is, first ever virus for computer, not for COVID,
Mm,
but for computer.
Trojan horse.
Frozen.
Was about
Is it Trojan horse?
Uh, let me refer to my cues actually. So first ever virus is brain, I suppose. Brain, detected in 1980s. Anyone can figure out, sir? Sandeep sir?
What is the question? I lost some.
First ever computer virus. First ever computer
I
virus. Brain.
don't know.
1980s. Okay, everyone brain got, bombarded with this question. So let's go to the another one. Which language, is primarily used for Android development, Android app
Java.
development?
Java.
I think
Java.
Kotlin
Kotlin,
is
Java.
getting
Java.
popular
Kotlin
actually.
Java.
Java,
Yeah,
Java.
Kotlin and
So,
Java.
let's go back to ninth standard physics, three laws of Newton. Anyone?
Every
Anyone?
action has an equal and opposite reaction.
F equal
This
to
one is our
ma.
favorite.
Body.
Uh,
Law of inertia. Body
Law of
and rest remain
law
inertia.
of inertia. Law of
against motion until our external forces applied.
Right, right.
F
So
is equal.
again,
F is equal to MA, like the
And
question that you
सीधा formula पे आ गए हम ना. So the next question
Main
is,
yaad hai.
who is the founder of Microsoft?
Bill Gates.
co-founder.
Bill Gates,
Bill Gates.
Co-founder.
co-founder.
Okay.
Co-founder.
Which company owns the Java programming language?
Sun.
Oracle.
Oracle
Yes,
now.
yes, Oracle.
Earlier it
Oracle.
was.
Right, right.
Correct.
So what does HTML stands for?
Hypertext
Hypertext
Hypertext.
markup language.
Language.
This is something which we, get it like oxygen. Okay. And which company created Windows operating system?
Microsoft.
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 Last question is,
Byte.
the three
One byte.
laws of thermodynamics.
Okay, I'm out of this.
Uh,
No
thermodynamics.
mechanics.
Pass.
Pass.
Okay.
Pass to audience.
All have mutually won this, this rapid fire conversation over here. We all have given some answers, and so let's start with the second round, I suppose. Right? Are you all set?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So this is like something which is basic. You can answer as per your choices. Okay. So first is uh, second round is here. The first question is any science related movie and TV show which you like.
I like
Interstellar
Interstellar.
is
Yeah,
yeah.
Interstellar is the
Yeah,
first two
Everyone
movies.
is into
Interstellar.
Interstellar, right?
I liked
Okay.
Matrix. It came during my
Matrix.
engineering days.
Yeah,
Sir is like, I'm the one. I started it. I started this. Okay. So, if you weren't an engineer, what would you have been? So, I want this to be a specific answer. I need five answers, like from Sandeep sir, and six answers from Sandeep sir, Shikhar sir, Abhinav, Vasu, Soumya, and Riti. So, if not being an engineer, what you guys would have been like? Give me individual answers.
See, for me, I would have always preferred something else, not engineering or doctoring, because that's where everybody is goes. So if I was given a choice, so not engineer, then something else. I mean, I'm already
Anything
a
but
teacher.
not engineer. Anything,
Teacher, I
something
mean,
else?
obviously, teach. I'm a teacher, so obviously would be a teacher.
Okay, okay. Shikhar sir, what would you have been?
so I always like the civil servant kind of a setup wherein people are in my own family there are people who are civil servants, so I like that field also, and that's more related to GK and also as you have seen not good, so I dropped that idea.
It's okay, sir. You are good in different things, no? So, Abhinav,
Yeah, I can also say teaching because I also like teaching a lot from last some years, but I will also say like somewhere I can do a lot of research in new things, new technologies. Okay, so I like a lot of excitement when new tech comes, or like so something like research or maybe science research, science explanation. I'm by the way I'm trying for ISRO, so yeah.
That's great.
and Vasu,
I would preferably do some business, or I would choose content creation full time. So
okay,
I would have,
business, what business, like
yeah.
which kind of business you were like
Like
planning?
I would definitely solve something like problem of normal public related to selling different products, or finding a problem and then finding a solution. I would probably have done that.
Okay, Riti, what about you?
Again, my father is a teacher, so I would love teaching as a second option if I had.
And Soumya?
Yeah, actually, in my family as well, like many people are there in government jobs. So in the starting, even my interest was inclined towards government jobs. So probably if I was not an engineer, I must have tried for that. But yeah, this is how it happened. Yeah.
Okay, so next is the very fun question. One thing which you are tired of hearing being a software engineer.
So for me, it is like
Bugs.
Windows install कर दो,
Bugs.
Linux install कर दो घर में.
Yeah,
That I also do with my computer software friends. I always say, मेरा laptop नहीं चल रहा है, इसको ठीक कर दो. So another thing, like Shikhar sir, what is with you?
yeah, it's the same actually. Hardware problems. Once my aunt called me for fixing a fridge, and because it was a smart fridge, like let's call it.
What about you, Abhinav?
Yeah, nowadays, like many in my like family asks, okay, Abhinav, tell me how this website is working, how this app is working. Tell me which language is used. Look, I don't know everything, so something like
And
that.
what about Vasu?
Like anything, like some किसी का भी फैमिली में फोन खराब हो जाता है तो दे कंसिडर मी एज अ फोन एक्सपर्ट. किसी का भी
Yeah,
कंप्यूटर खराब हो जाता है तो दे कंसिडर मी एज अ कंप्यूटर एक्सपर्ट. तो like they consider me like if I'm doing computer, I know everything. So yeah, this is the most painful
It's
thing.
like you are doctor of everything for them, na? Related anything which have electricity and technology, you are the doctor of it.
Yes.
So, what about Riti and Soumya? What do you hear a lot?
Soumya,
Yeah,
I guess you can go first.
for me also like the same story what others were telling. So if there is something having sort of tech involved or something like that. So even someone from the family will ask, okay, can you do this because you are a software engineer? You don't even know this. You must be knowing. You must be having the idea. So similar story, I would say.
And Riti, what about you?
Like cousins calling me ki which laptop to buy, suggest me the laptop, what software should be there and everything. So that is like very irritating at times.
True, true, true. So let's move to our next question. But let's also discuss the pain which we give to each. I am not from the tech thing. I am not from computer science, so I can understand how much pain I am giving to all you people from your innocent faces. So let's move to our next question. uh, what's your favorite engineering discipline other than your own, like other than if you were being an engineer not into computer sciences, which other discipline you would have opted?
So for me, it was mechanical. I never liked electronics because electronics में कुछ पता नहीं चलता क्या चल रहा है. So
चल
I
लेट
really
मशीन चलानी पड़ती है मैकेनिकल में.
so you can clearly see what is going on there and what you're building.
Okay, okay. Shigal sir, what about you?
I'm actually very fascinated by how they build those big bridges and all dams and all that. So I like civil engineering a lot. So that's one thing.
Okay, okay. And what about you, Riti?
Again, I am a bit more interested in knowing like how the circuit is working, how the electricity is flowing. So probably EC, but again CSE was always my first option.
And Soumya?
Yeah, probably electronics.
Electronics. Abhinav?
Yeah, I tried for IAST after my J advance. I missed with 200 rank, so I must have like gone into some aeronautics or something.
Nice, nice. And what about you, Asu?
Like I'm from BSc background, so I would have chosen physics or electronics most probably.
Okay, okay, everything out of my, you know, domain. But I hope where we would have gone, we would have excelled because it. I personally believe it does matter as an individual how we try to pursue something and how strong our willpower is and how will we take a decision. Like we have. We are standing into this and we have taken the shoes of this particular discipline and how we walk into it. So anywhere we would have been, we would still be excelling, right? So let's come to our next question. um, if you could have dinner with any of the famous engineer, dead or alive, who would it be?
So for me, it would be Sridhar Bamboo. I am a big fan of this company Zoho, the way this is built and the heights it has reached. It's an Indian company which is competing with all the international products like Google, Microsoft. So I'm very proud of that company and would like to meet him and ask him like how did he do it all.
What about you, Shikhar sir?
I would actually want to meet Dr. Kalam if that was possible, because he's someone who's actually architected our own missile program and he's also someone who's actually done aeronautics engineering. So I believe Abhinav would be a fan of him as well.
Abhinav is still waiting, for his ISRO interest and everything, and he's still hooked up into all, to that particular dream of his. So that is very inspiring, to doing something right now which is not, exactly what you wanted, but still, pushing yourself hard enough in both the directions, at your work also, at your, career choices, current career choices, and what is your dream, and balancing it again. So, Abhinav, who would you have expected to meet?
Yeah, maybe like Elon Musk because of his SpaceX especially, as I told. So yeah, I wanted to know like the long vision of Elon Musk, how he is planning for like Mars and everything. So
Okay. And what about you, Asu?
Like I would preferably have with Kalam sir if possible, and if not, like I would definitely want to meet Ratan Tata sir, like how he has built his family has contributed to building our nation, as well as going from the lowest to the top point in car industry also. So
Right.
yeah.
And what about you, Riti?
Sundar Pichai.
Sundar Pichai. Okay. And Soumya?
For me, it would be Ratan Tata, sir, first, and if secondly, I would say Sundar Pichai.
Okay. So, to our next question, which engineering skill you would have thought that you should have learned it, in school time only, like rather waited so many years, like school में सिखा देते तो अच्छा होता.
For me, it is definitely coding. I feel like I joined the club very, very late in engineering. And if I had started earlier, I would have become better coder earlier. And I totally enjoy coding because it's completely logical. You are talking to the computer and you're never wrong, right? Oh, the computer is never wrong. You are wrong mostly, right? There are no emotions involved. So I would have done coding definitely.
And Shikha sir?
Um, One of the things I like actually about engineering is how we think in terms of logic. So I would say flowcharts probably or decision trees. That is something that I would have liked to learn much earlier. How to make
Creating mind
decisions basically.
maps. Creating
Yeah.
mind maps. Yeah. Okay. And what about you, Soumya?
I would say marketing means communicating your thoughts and setting the expectations right.
Yes, some people do face it, face in communicating the basic requirements, and they become ambivert and very introvert. Like even they are expressive, but still they have this communication issue that they cannot share what they're feeling. So that is very important actually to express yourself in any manner. And what about you, Riti?
I go with Sandeep sir coding because I think in many schools that is an optional subject if you want to opt like physical education or Java or either C++. So I think like it should be kind of a mandatory subject.
And what about you, Abhinav?
Yeah, I should have started competitive programming from my at least from my ninth class. When I started it in first year in my like college, it took me around 1 or 2 years to reach good level 5 star or 6 star at Codesep. So if I started it at ninth class, I should be like started college with being 6 star at Codesep. So that was like so I wanted to start that.
And what about you, Asu?
Yes, I feel the same, like coding as well as development, I guess, with HTML, CSS only, or like with more programs, like it should be taught from class 7. Like it would be like early talent hunt kind of thing in development. So that's my answer.
So, Abhinav, I do feel your pain over here because when C and C++ was introduced to me in class 9th and 10th, I can truly tell I used to get red lines under my report card, because up till 8th I was good. I used to get marks in 90s. जैसी C++ लगा मुझे get CH go हो गया था. I couldn't understand that.
Right.
So I do understand, like this is very intriguing kind of a subject, yet it needs a lot of logic, as Shikhar said, and as Sandeep sir said, that it is something which everyone should learn from a very basic age. So, if given a chance, what would you like to invent? In kind of a product, service, or anything, what would you like to invent?
Uh, I don't know. So I've already worked upon GeeksforGeeks. I would have worked upon the same thing. I really love problem solving, and I feel like I've done something with ingenious problem solving. I would have picked something else, but
So you can
rather
say
than
that I
inventing,
invented geeks or geeks.
no, I would not call it invention. It's a product actually. So,
Yes.
see, I'm not a researcher actually, so I would have built another product only. So
Anshika, so what about you?
Teleporter if possible. I hate traveling, wasting time in traveling. I like traveling. I just want to be there instantly. So teleportation if possible.
Okay, okay. And what about you, Abhinav?
I was going to say about the same what Sikar told. I wanted to invent that Doraemon door, magical door, directly go where I want to go.
Anywhere at all.
Rub the tummy
It's
and
not
just
possible,
go.
but yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Soumya?
Actually, I was also having this anywhere door in the mind because traveling is a big issue that many of the engineers are facing. So just open the door and go wherever you want to go.
And Vasu?
I would probably have discovered any time machine. to travel in future as well as in past. So that's
And
what.
Riti?
I don't know, would it sound like I am just copying, but again, in my mind, also the anywhere door was the first thing which came, because when we live in Bangalore, we tend to like the home is very far. So if there would be a anywhere door, we should be going anytime, and traffic could also be like less.
Okay. Okay. So this is something very understandable because the traffic is something somewhere all around the world which is eating us very bad for even a smallest distance, and Bangalore is well famous about it. So coming to the next thing, if you would have been a machine, what machine you would like to be?
I would be a laptop or a computer. I mean, a
Computer.
processor. Definitely.
Processor. Processor suits you, sir. Then Shikhar sir, what about you?
Mine is a very stupid answer actually. I'd be a refrigerator because that would be cool.
But still, you are already so cool, no? But nice answer. So, what about you, Abhinav? What would you like to be?
Yeah, I also love my laptop a lot, so I also want to be a laptop.
Okay, okay. And what about you, Vasu?
Nothing is coming to my mind, but I would probably become the CPU, which is the brain.
CPU, the brain. What about you, Riti?
I'd mostly become a mobile phone if possible.
And Soumya?
Yeah, laptop or a mobile phone.
Laptop or a mobile phone. Nice answer, guys. It was like, and thank you so much for adding the fun factor, Shikhar sir. And let's come to the next, coffee or tea, which fuels your brain, your coding brain.
T.
So for me, it's always tea. I
Tea.
always have tea.
Shikhar sir, I haven't seen you taking anything. You don't
No, I
know.
don't drink coffee or tea either. I just drink water only.
Water is my
Eco-friendly.
future. Eco-friendly and sustainable. Yes, as per the theme of the day, it's sustainable. And what about you, Abhinav?
Anytime tea.
Anytime tea, the adrak chai, in favor of adrak chai. We are going in favor of it. So, Riti,
I also don't drink any. I am a water person.
okay, again, second sustainable person on the screen. And Soumya,
T.
tea. And Vasu,
At home with my mom, I would prefer tea, and in office, I would prefer coffee.
okay, so there is a difference.
With environment, I change.
With environment, you change. Okay, again, you are like water, then only sustainable personality, you change. So, what's your favorite late night coding snack?
So I take this Haldiram Belpuri. I just like it.
So it is
Whenever
like,
I feel.
I'm the old school. I'm the old school. Belpadi chalega. So, and what about you, Shikhar sir?
Blue wala lays. No,
Blue
nothing else.
Lays,
Blue wala.
Indian magic masala.
Yeah.
Abhinav, what about you?
Yeah, just lays, some kurkure, cold drink, anything will work.
Anything which fulfill the satiety and which fulfill the coding work done without getting sleepy over the laptop. So Vasu, what is
Like
your go-to late night snack?
chips, it's always chips. Like
Chips.
that absolutely yes.
Any specific chip? Any specific
Green,
chip you
green
like?
one.
Green.
Green
American
lays.
onion.
Yes.
American sour cream. And what about you, Riti?
Chips.
Chips. Soumya?
Yes.
Kurkure, namkeen. Depends
Kurkure.
what is available actually.
Achha, what is available? Again, sustainable person around here. Happy to have what is available. Okay. So next question is just answer. Mac, Windows, or Linux?
Mac.
Linux.
Linux. Linux.
Windows.
Linux, Windows. So we are in favor of Linux over here again. So let's wrap up over here. This was the last question for the day, and I would like to conclude this, this very important day of the year where we celebrate Engineers Day. It takes 4 years long journey. So many of unit tests, so many of practicals, so many of labs, so many of midterms, and then final end semester exams. And then you finally reach to one goal where you are continuously studying, you are keeping your mind engaged, updating yourself, upgrading. It is just not Windows or software. You have to upgrade your mind and skills over here. Being an engineer, you have to be updated. So anything you want to add on this day, anyone?
Yeah, I guess as you said, these number of semesters, number of assignments, number of coding rounds. But one thing is common here, which is Geeks for Geeks. My whole coding, whole my college career, whether they are semester exam, just search on these. Okay, I want OS questions, learn from it. Whether it is coding round, okay, interview questions of LinkedIn, okay, just practice it. So the common thing about the whole engineers, everyone, not even in India, all over the world is Geeks for Geeks. So, yeah, yeah. Just wanted to add that.
Rightly said. Geeks for Geeks is actually one platform, easily accessible, available, and with righteous content. Because it goes through so much of scrutinizing, and then everything is available just at one click. So it has been a revolutionary platform, and since it started after 2015, as sir said. And sir has been continuously working over it, to update and upgrade it each second, right, sir?
Right. I mean, that's what we do day and night.
Yes,
We all do.
yes, that's what we do. So I would like to thank each and everyone. And before that, I just want to inform everyone watching us today that in respect of engineers and this engineering day, Geeks for Geeks have their engineers week special sale going on till 17th of September. And sir just addressed it in the starting of this conversation of the day. So anyone who is willing, and sir will say what does GFG stand for, sir? GFG kar lo.
हो जाएगा.
हो जाएगा.
हो जाएगा. So let's wrap up the day. Thank you everyone. Thank you Sandeep sir, Shikhar sir, Abhinav, Vasu, Riti, and Soumya for joining us today. And thank you for watching, to all, to each, all around the globe. Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you.
Bye.
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 Bye.